Who's she hiking with her? Chicken tender biscuits. I could pack out ready with her. So yesterday I picked up this new Nun, whatever you call it, tablets to help with hydration because the Smokies have been kind of rough as far as hydration goes, and also I know I haven't been drinking enough water, so we'll see how these turn out for me. I did get, this is like my leftover food from the first section of the Smokies. I might pick up some like extra little like snacks and stuff to go along with this. I'm thinking it's gonna be 2, maybe 3 days to get out of the rest of the Smokies from Gatlinburg. And I do have this extra snacks, but I'm thinking I want something not sweet because all this is pretty sweet stuff. I also did pick up a postcard for my kiddos. Got that all filled out for them and gonna mail that out today. This morning we went to a breakfast place and that was pretty yummy. And now just hanging out, relaxing. Washed a few more of my things that haven't been washed yet. We filmed a TikTok this morning, so that was pretty fun. Whoa, it's the mirror behind me. That's weird. It's like reflecting other things that are not behind me. Like that there, those jackets hanging is actually in front of me. That's weird. Anywho, yeah, so got some stuff washed my spoon for the first time. That's pretty gross. Haven't done that, or a spork or whatever. Haven't done that yet, so got that washed out. Probably gonna wash out my water filter, try to clean that a bit, get some toilet paper rolled, do some stretching, some rolling out of my feet, do all the 0-day stuff that I haven't really done, because a lot of our 0 days have been like running around, hanging out, getting food. We haven't really just sat and chilled. So, gonna do that today. Just been sitting here for a little while. We went to drop off my postcard. We went to Walgreens to get some like resupply stuff. So I got some more protein. I got some beef jerky, which I tried beef jerky for the first time the other day. Bubbles had some at camp that someone gave her, so she was like letting everyone have some. So I tried a piece, I liked it. So I got a little thing of beef jerky to have to add some protein to my dinners. And then I got some like protein bars that have like 20 grams of protein for each day. And then I got some actual protein powder. I bought like a whole like case, like a big thing of protein. I wanted to just get like single individual packets, but they didn't have any at Walgreens, and Walgreens is like the only store here basically. So, I mean, there's other stores, but like the only like grocery store here. So I did that, and then I just put it in Ziploc baggies, the whole container. It's like 18 servings, so I'm gonna have it for like a whole month. But I figure I need more protein to help my muscles like recover from all this mileage, and hopefully it'll help me like do bigger miles with the group. But we'll see. So yeah, I've just been hanging out. Oh, and then we also went to Smith and Son, I think that's what it was called, for lunch. It was pretty good. I got a chicken Caesar salad. Gotta get some veggies in for lunch. I do want to say thank you to those of you who have been donating to my hike. I've seen a few donations come in, and I've like commented back to them and stuff, but I just wanted to thank you guys again for donating. It really does help, and like, you know, it gives me a little boost of like, ooh, okay, I can keep going. Or like, if I'm in a bad mood, it's like, oh, I can go to buy this extra little meal that I wasn't going to get before, now that I have this extra little donation. So I just appreciate it, and it does boost my morale and whatnot. So thank you to those of you who have donated. Thank you to those of you who have watched the videos and who have been commenting positive things, and just always sending me like positive vibes, because I try to read all the comments. Now that we're getting like pretty far into trail, it's kind of hard to keep up with all of them when we're in town and whatnot, and I'm trying to do other things, but I'm reading most of the comments now, and it really does help my mood. So I appreciate you guys, and yeah, I'll let you know if I get into anything else for today. I do think I'm gonna go try to grab pizza or a calzone later. I'm not sure. Oh, I just remembered this. So I said we would talk about the whole quitting thing too. So basically, I've just been feeling pretty like rushed through the Smokies, and like the way the Smokies is set up is like you have 8 days to get through it once you start and you enter, and you have to camp/stay in the shelters. You can't like stealth camp anywhere along the trail that you want. Like you have to stay the designated like camp spots, aka the shelters. There's one tent site, but right now it's actually closed for like hazardous trees. So I think I talked about that in the video when we walked past it, so you guys would have already seen that. But basically the shelters are like at weird distances from each other. Like there's one at like 7, and then there's one at like 14, and then there's one at like 16 miles. Like it's like weird mileage to where it's like they're not like spread out. Like if you guys remember back in Georgia, we were doing like 8 miles, 8 miles, 8 miles, 8 miles, like all the way from the beginning of Georgia, like for quite a while. And then like sometimes we would do like 12, or we would do like 10, because we would stay at stealth spots. Well, in the Smokies you can't really do that. Like it's just the shelters, and they're at such weird mileage that it's either you have a really short day of doing like 7 miles, or you have to do a long day. Well, the short mileages of like 7 miles wouldn't be bad. The only thing is that you only have 8 days to get through it with your permit. So it's kind of been like forcing my mind to be like, oh, I have to do this mileage. I'm in pain. I don't want to do it, but I have to, because I have to get through the Smokies in 8 days. So it's been pretty tough in my brain to like wrap my head around that. And then on top of it, the rain, the cold rain, which I told you guys was one of my bigger fears in my fears video. I talked about that pre-trail. I did a fears video. One of them was cold rain. So that's been happening. The Smokies has been significantly colder, like 20 to 30 degrees colder than all the other places that we've camped, except for Hawk Mountain Shelter. So it's been really rough. We've been stuck sleeping in the shelters. You know, in the shelters, you don't have as much privacy. You don't have as much like freedom to do whatever you want, because you got to be respectful of other people's space, other people's sleeping habits and whatnot. So I just have felt like very limited. Like I don't want to set alarms to get up early, so I'm like waking up when everyone else does, and then like they're snoring. I feel like I'm a big tosser turner, which if you slept in a shelter with me, you know I toss and turn a lot, and I have a very loud sleeping pad, so I apologize about that. But it's like I'm trying to be conscious of other people, so I'm not tossing and turning as much, so that my hips are like hurting while I'm sleeping, and it's just, I don't know, it's been a lot. And then on top of it, the actual hiking and setting up camp each night, and I don't know, it's very mentally draining, mentally taxing, and it's tough. It's tough what we're doing. So I don't know, I kind of want to just touch on that. I'm feeling better now. I'm not feeling like I want to get off trail, but there were a couple days in there where I was really like, yeah, I'm done. I'm getting off in Gatlinburg. I'm gonna take 3 zeros, and then I'm done. But I've taken 1 0 now, and I'm ready to get back out there. So we'll see how the rest of the Smokies goes. We're gonna try to finish them in 2 days. It might take me 3 days, because I might break up the second day. We'll see how I'm feeling, but 2 or 3 days to get to Standing Bear. That's the goal. That's the plan. And then that is where my package for my tent, to fix my tent poles, if you guys remember, my tent poles broke. Still haven't gotten them fixed. So the segment, they sent me a segment to fix the one part that cracked. That was supposed to have been sent and already be at Standing Bear. So hopefully it's there when I get there. And I'll have to fix that. And then I just sent a package to Hot Springs to myself. So yeah, I don't know. There's all the updates.